Hello, everybody, welcome back to Road to Master. I hope you all have an amazing day. We're starting off with the black pieces against an 1890 from Spain. We're currently 1899, so we went back under 1900 after, I forget what happened, but yeah, it was yesterday's when we played D4, D4, yeah. And then I'm getting absolutely destroyed. Anyway, back to the actual game at hand. We have a Norwegian rat, and we're going into one of the more fun lines where they go into a gambit. And here we're going to play D6, going into more mainstream gambit. They're going to take with the queen, and then we're going to take this E-pawn. This is the whole point. And we're giving them a free attack on our rook. However, rook to G8 here, with the threat on the G-pawn, gives a lot of very interesting counterplay. There is an alternative path they can go down where they take here first. I think, yeah, take there first. No. So they take, yeah, take, queen takes. Yeah, no, where they take here first, then you go queen takes, and then they go through all of this. And they're not hitting your rook, but I believe you do still go rook G8. So I think you're pretty safe no matter what. And they have a big decision to make. Are you defending the G-pawn? Not a good idea. Bishop to F4 is a very, very good idea. And here we need to remember our theory. I think knight C6 is the way to play it. We had a game like this before. And after queen takes, I believe you go queen D5. Looking for the G-pawn is the way to play it. I don't believe you actually take the D-pawn. So we'll go knight C6. And knight C6 is allowing us to sort of play this a bit looser because there is no queen takes bishop because it's covered by the rook. The bishop's covering the pawn. Everything's quite tidy. Now, I believe last time we made the mistake of taking this D-pawn, and we're not going to do that again. You definitely don't want to take the queen. I think D5 is the way to play it with the hit on the G-pawn. If they move the knight, you can go rook takes, and they're in a pretty big predicament there, I think. You have to move your knight. If you go to E5, you've got check. Is very, very scary. If you go this way, you can do rook takes, for example, works with the threat on the rook here. So we're going to go queen D5, not grabbing onto this pawn. If knight comes out, we're going to take this and probably win the game that way, hopefully. Big ask, but, we'll see. We will see. And this is the whole reason why you would want to play the Norwegian rat, is to go down one of these lines. Where yes, you're giving up a pawn. You're getting so much more activity from it. It's not as concretely attacking as other gambits. Like, for example, the Scotch gambit, where you're going for a more direct attack on the king. You're playing with their undevelopment and you're playing with their loose pieces. So knight to E2 is probably a good try, rather than going knight F3. I think, ooh. Yeah, so their whole idea is after queen takes rook G1 is good. Okay. Can we hit anything else? So the whole point of the gambit is that you're just trying to play actively. So we don't want to be making moves that we're going to take back. I think probably rook takes is fine. And then knight takes, and we can think about taking this then. We can think about it. I'm not sure. It does get our pawn back straight away. We could alternatively go like a bishop G4. But then queen takes is looking dim for our chances. E5, interesting attempt. But any check is promptly blocked by either C3 or knight C3. So I think we just go for it. They're also blocking the check, which I like. I like this move because it's blocking the check. And now knight c3 is coming with a bit of an annoyance, to be honest. Which we might want to deal with. So maybe like a d5, e5. No, but e5 there is still knight c3. Actually, no, bishop g4, b4. Ooh. Very interesting stuff. I don't think this is going anywhere. Castles has to be a mistake. So I think e5 is okay. They can't do queen takes because of knight takes, which is good. So they have to do either pawn takes or bishop takes. And they go with the knight, so we'll move this bishop out now. And try and make some threats with like a queen e4 potentially. They go for that. Very interesting. Okay, long castles. Long castles I quite like. I think bishop takes is a bad move. Yeah, very interesting. No, we'll do bishop takes. We'll do bishop takes, knight takes, queen takes. There's no longer a rook. Because that would be a good trade for us. And the bishop is still hanging. The problem is, yeah, after pawn takes, they have a lot. No, but they have to deal with this rook, though. No, they don't, because the other rook covers. What am I on about? Takes is potentially an option. Oh, this is interesting. This is interesting. I think we might have misplayed this. But it's still very interesting. 4 minutes to go. Gotta make a decision. I'm scared of our king. A little bit. I'm scared of our king. Bishop takes. I would have like a check. Potentially. Don't really work. Can we... no, but we worry about this too much. We're down 2 pawns, you know? And we might, yes, be getting this g-pawn. But they've got so much pressure on our king. Especially after like a rook e1. Do we take the pawn? No, I don't think we can. Let's take the knight. I don't really want to, but I think we might have to. And then take the pawn. We could very well be getting wiped off the board here, which would be funny at least. But yeah, they have sorted themselves out very nicely with long castles. Oh, that's right from the start. Let's not go there. Long castles, we definitely misplayed. They go for push. They go for pawn push. It doesn't seem right. But then again, I'm offering no solution. I'm offering no solution. I was thinking like a bishop g4, but then like a rook comes out straight away, and it's not nice. We could take the bishop, but then rook check comes again. Not nice. The knight comes. Yeah, we might. Ooh, it's not nice. It's not a nice position to be. You got bishop takes, but then check looks okay. Oh, but then pawn push is devastating. Yes, I see. Knight e7's not a nice move. It's not a move you want to make at all. I would happily swap off the queens, I think. Oh, would I? We're leaving ourselves a bit open without this queen, though. The bishop's going to take. We don't have check because of this f4 move. But we do have like a bishop g4 potentially. Maybe check first. Bishop g5 could potentially be a threat. They take. Probably smart. I could take this, but that's playing it very risky, I think. Bishop d7 might not be that bad, you know. Looking for some rook c8 action. Get the queen over here. Get maybe even a rook lift over. Wouldn't be that bad. Wouldn't it be that bad? The queen can take the b pawn. For sure it can. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. They go for that. Okay, so you're looking for an immediate rook e1. That's smart. Just a queen f3 stops that. With the idea of check winning the bishop. Oh no, I'll just winning the bishop straight away because the queen covers the check. And has done the whole time, so I'm not sure why I was even contemplating that check, to be honest. Rook c8 still coming. That's a smart move. Very smart, very annoying move. Long castles might have to be the play, you know. Oh, it's not nice. Yeah, that's not nice. To be fair, our knight's not actually pinned though. Then again, rook check is still coming, and we can't do much about that. But we have knight f5, rook check, bishop e6. The queen's under attack. It has no checks. It goes c5. We have rook c8. Oh, but then they do have a check. Okay, we're going to have to do this either way. We're going to have to do this either way. Ay. Bishop blocks is very interesting. Very interesting, I think. Queen there, also very interesting. I think that would be what we call in the business a winning move. They sack. They sack? That's quite tidy. No, is it quite tidy? I don't know. I don't know. We have options. Well, not many options, but we have options. We have 46 seconds, I think, is probably more important. Slightly more important, in my humble opinion. Rook e8. Rook there's annoying. Really annoying, actually. We'll have to go queen h5. They go bishop there. Just hide. Hide, run, hide, do everything. Keep running. Oh, that's devastating. Oh no, we got rook g7. Oh, they take? That'll get you. That'll get you. Aye. That was fun, though. I like that a lot. We definitely went so wrong. We definitely went very, very wrong. But that's the sort of game I love. I very much enjoyed that. What have we got? 53.9 versus a 59.8. A terrible game for both of us, really. But at least we had a bit of fun with it. Let's have a look at this, because I wanna dive deep into this. So this is theory. We know the theory. Knight c5, and then queen d5 is the right move, and not takes. We played takes before, I think. And you just get less activity, because you're not actually hitting this g-pawn much. And then you actually do take the g2 pawn. What? You do take that, and after rook g1? What do you do? You do queen takes? This has to be some insane theory. That has to be some insane theory. A rook and a knight for a queen? What? I didn't even... What? And then c3 is a strange move as well. Because you're not actually threatening anything with this knight at the minute. Are you? Oh, rook takes... Yeah. So, what are you actually threatening with this knight then? Just like maybe a bishop g7 going after the... What? That's insane. c3, h3 ignores it. And then you just... Oh, so you're just looking for the fork? That's all. But c3 gives you the fork anyway. So if you try not fork... Yeah, bishop e3. Let's try that one. Knight f3 check. Does this lead to something? There's no way that leads to anything. Oh, you got to watch out for that. But bishop g4. Oh, with a discovered? Oh, wow. That's insane. So you do the queen for a rook and a knight and a pawn. Not even a pawn, because you've already gone down a pawn. Wow. Wow. Just for some counterplay. That's actually ridiculous, to be honest. That's very, very ridiculous. Wow. E5 just loses any advantage we had. I wonder if there is any other moves. Queen takes g2 only move. Knight d4 plays for equality, I guess you could claim. Knight takes d4. Queen takes d4. And then again, you're just not hitting this g2 pawn. So you're in a similar position as knight takes straight away. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Bishop f5. Apparently playable. After that, you're pushing into the +1s, though. So you won't really want to be doing that. Queen b7. Oh, yeah, after that, yeah, that's hanging. Rook c8. Ooh, it's looking sketchy. It's looking sketchy. So you've got to do queen g2. That's ridiculous. Wow. Okay. Fairs. You know, if you want to play this stupid stuff, you've got to be prepared to do stupid stuff. We pinned. Long castles is a great move. I really, really like long castles for white. He's wanted a queen c4 here for some reason. Don't ask me why, because I genuinely don't know. You look like you're sort of walking into pins there. Like a d5 potentially is okay. What do you even do there? Oh, bishop f5 counterattacks the queen. Ah, very tidy. Very tidy. Oh, wow. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. That's nice. And you're left with a very ugly pawn structure. Still down... What is that? Down a pawn? Yeah. Yikes. Yikes. Knight takes, obvious, yeah. And then we took g2 very, very late. And this is -6.0. That's insane. That's the equivalent of 2 minor pieces. Even though we're only a pawn down. Then just the positional disadvantage from that is ridiculous. They pick up the other pawn. We try fight for some survival here. There's some cool looking moves. I think sacking the rook was definitely the right thing to do. You could have played like a queen e5 and played it slower. But to be honest, you've got no reason not to. Bishop e5 apparently gives up all of your advantage though. For a 0.7 eval. That's insane. So the best move was d6 looking for... Oh, bishop there. And then... Up and then rook over, I'm guessing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. I move rook to e1. Just mate in one. Just mate in one. They decide to... Oh, I can just take this. I can just take this, yeah. Duh. They mess about a bit. I could have gone knight g3 and delayed the inevitable. But yeah, I thought that was very fun. Let's have a look at a bit more theory, because that's obviously something we're lacking in this line. And from playing this a bit, this bishop f4 line seems to be one people go for a lot. So we do very much need to know this. Not been played at all, really, in the Masters database, his Bishop F4. 2 times in the chess.com Masters database. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Insane. Usually it's like a 92, apparently. Queen e4 also works. I think either way you play knight c6. But Bishop f4. Wow. Knight c6, yep. And then queen takes d4 is the only move that's been played. And this still gives a good eval for white. This is minus for black. Sorry, this is -1, minus 0.9 now. But yeah, wow. They've not played the computer moves. I guess it's too wacky even for the Masters, which is good to know, to be fair, because it scared the hell out of me. Anyway, thank you all for watching. That was quite fun. I really enjoyed it. I hope you did too. Please like if you liked. Please subscribe if you really liked. And I'll catch you guys all tomorrow. Bye-bye.